Let me put this in a way most guys don't hear until it's already obvious. Sometimes nothing dramatic changes in a relationship. No big fights, no late-night arguments, no confessions. But the way a woman's body responds to you, that can shift quietly. And when a woman's attraction starts getting invested somewhere else, her nervous system usually gives it away before her words ever will. Here are a few things men often miss. First, pay attention to how she receives your affection, not just whether she allows it. If you reach for her hand in the car or wrap an arm around her waist in the kitchen, does she still lean into it? Or does she accept it without returning any pressure? There's a difference between being held and being held back. When a woman is emotionally tuned into you, her body answers you automatically. Her hips shift toward you, her shoulder softens, her weight drops into your side. If now she just sort of stays neutral, like she's letting it happen instead of joining it, that's a change in attraction investment. Second, notice her reaction to playful closeness. Men underestimate this one. If you used to tease her, spin her around, pull her toward you jokingly, and she laughed with that loose, warm energy, and now she reacts with stiffness or a polite smile or even irritation, it's not always mood. Playful physicality requires comfort and openness. If her body feels guarded when you try to be light and flirtatious, that usually means the emotional door isn't fully open anymore. Third, look at how she positions herself when you sit next to each other in relaxed moments. On the couch, in bed, watching something. Does she naturally angle her knees toward you or away from you? Does she drape a leg over yours like before? Or keep everything tucked in tight? Comfort shows up in openness. Discomfort shows up in containment. If her body now prefers folded arms, crossed legs, or angled shoulders when you're close, even when nothing is wrong on the surface that's worth noticing. Fourth, watch what happens after you compliment her appearance. Not the words she says, the timing. When a woman is still drawn to you, she absorbs that compliment and often moves closer, adjusts herself toward you, makes eye contact, touches your arm. But if she says thanks and then immediately creates space changes, the subject stands up, checks something else, it's often because that validation isn't landing the same way it used to. Her attraction loop may be getting fed elsewhere. Fifth, spontaneous touch initiation. Used to tap your chest when laughing, brush lint off your shirt for no reason, rest her head on your shoulder while scrolling? When a woman's attention is shifting, those small, unnecessary touches are usually the first to disappear. Not because she's trying to punish you, but because her desire to connect physically is being spent somewhere else, even if she doesn't fully admit that to herself yet. And finally, this one's new for most guys. Watch for what happens right after you've been physically close. You hug her, cuddle her, kiss her forehead, whatever your normal affection looks like. Does she stay in that moment with you? Or does she almost immediately reset, going to wash her hands, fixing her makeup, changing her shirt, adjusting her hair in the mirror, grabbing her phone, heading to the bathroom? It's subtle. But when a woman starts needing a decompression ritual after your touch, like she has to mentally or physically recalibrate, that often means your presence is no longer where her romantic comfort naturally rests. Now here's the important part. Any one of these things can be stress, work, family, a bad week. But when multiple shifts stack together, acceptance without warmth, reduced playful response, fewer spontaneous touches, protective body angles, and that post-affection reset, you're not imagining distance. You're feeling attraction that's no longer fully anchored to you. And the body almost always tells that story before the conversation ever happens.